Hey, my beautiful queens and kings. Welcome to the first episode of my podcast, Sparxxx It Up. I am your host, Kendra Sparxxx, and today we are going to dive into RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars Season 5, Episode 1. Okay, so just a little bit of a warning. This podcast is going to be a little bit unedited, a little bit raw, because your bitch doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of dive in and give my thoughts on the episode, and yeah. So the first queen that walked into the workroom was Shea Coulee, and bitch looked sickening. Used the backdrop from her DragCon panel to make this beautiful Palm Springs resort style jumpsuit with a matching bag. Like, I was getting my entire life. And I gave it a 10 out of 10 because it was one of my favorites. The next girl to come into the room was Miss Cracker from season 10, wearing a beautiful mint green plume feather dress. It was beautiful. I love that mint color on her. That hair was laid. It was a little bit safe for her, but nonetheless, it was gorgeous, and I gave it an 8. The next queen to come in was Alexis Mateo, and she came in with a Puerto Rican flag bodysuit with this big tulle bolero that was red, white, and blue, and it was very cute. I loved the homage to where she comes from. I thought that was beautiful. The bolero gave me life. Like, I want one right now. But the actual costume under that could have been executed a little bit better. The lines were very straight, so she did look kind of boxy. Kind of wish it would have curved in and out a little bit, so it gave her a little more of a silhouette. But nonetheless, it was cute and I liked it, so I gave it a 7. Now, the next queen that came in was Blair St Clair, and I got one word for that bitch. Work. Bitch was giving me like Carly Kloss, 90s supermodel, dewy wet fish. Oof, like just stepped off of Rodeo Drive realness. It was simple. It was just a cute little black orange wrap dress with some sunglasses and a cute pump and some wet hair. But it was super effective. She looked absolutely stunning. She came into season 10 as that cute, innocent little ingenue. So I'm glad to see a different side from her, and I gave her look an 8. Now, Miss Mariah Balenciaga, we gonna need to have a talk, because, like, what were you thinking putting that cheap-ass bodysuit and those patent leather boots with that beautiful-ass corset? Baby girl. No, that was not the tea. It was not cute. I did not like it. The hair and the corset were stunning. But I'm sorry, that bodysuit underneath it cheapened the entire look for me. And I gave it a 5. The next queen that came in was Ferrah from season 3, just like Mariah and Alexis. And I love this look. She had kind of the same silhouette that Lady Gaga had when she came into the workroom for season 9, where it was like the lace bodysuit with the coat over it with the big, huge sleeves and the coiffed hair. Like, it was very much that. When she walked in, originally, she had the fabric over her face and turned around and had the old school gemmed out on her back. Like, that was super cute. I really liked this, and I gave it a 9. The next one, I might get a little flack for saying it. It is Jujubee. I hate this. Okay, I shouldn't say I hate this, because I don't really hate anything when it comes to drag. But it's basic. Like, mall, rainbow, like, $5 dress. Like, not cute. Could have just thrown some stones on it instead of coming in looking like a Holly Lobby mess. I love Jujubee, don't get me wrong, but this was just like not the tea. But all of her entrance looks have been similar to this, to be completely honest, and I'm just like, girl, what you doing? And I gave it a 4. I'm not a fan. The next look that came in was Miss Derrick Barry from season 8. It was cute. The reveal, the nude illusion reveal, was so much better than the tuxedo look, to be honest, because the tuxedo look wasn't like fitted very well. But the reveal after that I thought was cute. It was kind of basic, and I wish she would have came in as something other than Britney, but like it was still cute, so I gave it a 6.5. Miss Mayhem Miller from season 10, back in the building. We all know the tea. Bitch got it from Amazon, whatever. But she took the time to hand stone it. Like, it was still cute. And the look from head to toe went together. Obviously, it's from Amazon, so it's a little basic, but she still looked amazing. So I gave it a 7. And the last queen to enter the room was Miss Ongina from season 1. Now, let me tell you something. This is how you walk into that workroom, bitches. Like, the beads, the embroidery, just the everything. You could literally hear her walking into the room. And it was just that back piece, that head piece. Not a single thing that I could find wrong with this outfit. Like, it was perfection. So I gave it a 10. Okay, so RuPaul then, after all that, walks in, and bitch, that suit is gorgeous. It's black and red with this pattern that it kind of looks like roses, but in a little bit of an abstract way. It was super cute. He comes in and he tells the girls that All Stars rules are suspended. He kind of half-assed tells the girls what the twist is, and they are gooped, and so am I. He tells them that everybody is going to have power this season. So that starts a little bit of a ooh to the competition, and I'm here for it. Let's go. Ricky Martin is then announced as the guest judge and comes out for the reading challenge, because that's the first mini challenge of the season. Ricky starts off. RuPaul asks Ricky if he's ever read anybody, and he says no, but he would want to try on her. So she gives him the glasses, and he just goes into it, and he starts reading her, basically calling her old. I can't remember exactly what he said, because it was in Spanish, and Alexis is the only one that understands it. And for some reason, that's so funny to me. So, because everybody else is like, what is he saying? And then Alexis is in the corner, like, laughing her ass off. And then Rue and Ricky do this cute little skit where they slap each other, blah, blah, blah. And they segue into the reading challenge. Alexis goes first, and she's kind of funny, but the funniest part about it, honestly, was when Blair read her back and said, whatever way I lost, you found. I was like, ooh, no, she did not just say that. Like, work. Mayhem was next, and she had a couple of funny reads, but they weren't anything spectacular. Yeah, they were just kind of like meh. Derrick Barry, excuse me. Derrick Barry was up next, and this bitch went all the way off on India Ferrah, saying it's no wonder you work at a club called Piranha because those teeth are walking advertisements. I was like, and then after she was like, and I thought you had retired, but I guess you just look tired. And I was like, ooh, get her, Derrick. This is the Derrick that I wanted to see on season 8, because she was shady, but she wouldn't own up to it. And this time around, it seems like she's coming in knowing she's shady and not giving a fuck, and I'm here for it. Jujubee is next, and she fucking killed it. All of her reads were great, but the one that sticks out to me is when she said, Mayhem Filler. Oh, excuse me, I mean, Mayhem Miller. Ooh, bitch, I fell out. I fell out. It was fucking great. So Shea Coulee is next, and she's also funny. Her read on Ongina cracked me up when she said, Thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule of auditioning for All Stars to finally join us on All Stars. I was like, oh, you really reading this, bitch. Because anybody that knows that Ongina has been shortlisted for every single season of All Stars. Everyone. Every time a new season of All Stars is announced, she is on the cast list at first and then is taken off, like, towards the closer to the filming date. So that shade gave me my life. Miss Cracker was next, and her reads were pretty good. The one that sticks out in my head was the one that where she read Blair. She said, this bitch really said, I don't read anybody unless I have a genuine respect for them. So I think we're done here. And I died. I was like, ooh, yes, read her. Mariah and India were next, and honestly, they were forgettable. I didn't really remember any of the reads. And then Ongina. Ooh. Oh, it was so cringy, girl. Like, none of her reads were funny or even really reads, like, at all. Like, I don't know what she thought was happening, but she was not here. And lastly, we have Miss Blair St Clair. And that bitch cracked me the fuck up. Her read to India, where she was like, India Ferrah. Oh, I'm pausing so we can all Google who you are. I was like, Tito. But no, it was fucking hilarious. So Jujubee and Blair both win the Millie Challenge. The Millie Challenge? Ooh, girl. The Mini Challenge. And truthfully, I'm here for it. They both killed it. It was hilarious. So after they announce the winners, RuPaul tells the girls what the challenge is going to be. And the challenge is the Work the World Variety Extravaganza. So basically the same as every other year. But yeah, the girls go around talking about what the twist is going to be, because RuPaul didn't really explain it all that well. So they're like, what's the lipstick situation? What's going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. And then we get into the India and Derrick Barry drama. And mama, let me motherfucking tell you, I was sitting there with my popcorn just like, yes, read. Derrick basically calls India out, saying that she doesn't know how to be happy for people because she basically was shading Nebraska Thunderfuck, who is Derrick's partner. Nebraska basically replaced India at Club Piranha, and India went on a whole rant about it, saying things like, I guess they'll hire anybody, blah, blah, blah. So Derrick tells her that she's rude and can't be happy for people, and India says something to the effect of, why would I respect somebody who shades me in a number? And then Derrick says that was after India called Nebraska a pig in a wig. India tries to deny it, but Derrick basically just says she doesn't like two-faced people. And that she's happy that India's in the competition so that she can finally be validated. And I was like, okay. It was intense, but honestly, I was eating the drama up. It was very Gia versus Ferrah from season 4. Still sickening, though. So then we get to the runway. Um, RuPaul, her makeup and her hair was cute. Like, she looked stunning. But that dress, bitch, that gown was all types of ill-fitting, boo-boo, ugly mess. Like, I was not featuring it, not here for it. Like, please take it off and burn it immediately. Like, it was uglier than fucking Pheromone's Fairy Princess. Like, uglier than Asha's Fairy Princess. Like, it was not good at all. Sorry, baby. Like, it was not the tea. So then we get into the talent show acts. Sorry, I accidentally closed out of my notes. So Alexis is up first, and she does this cute little Latin dance mix. She does well. It's cute. Obviously, she can dance. It was a little bit simple, though. Like, it kind of, for me at least, it kind of just stayed in one place and didn't really, like, grow or evolve or go anywhere. But it was cute. Shea Coulee is up next. And she does this really sexy, fluid pole dancing routine to her original song. And she looks so beautiful and graceful and sexy. And I absolutely just loved this performance from her. The song, everything. It was beautiful. So next we have Miss Mayhem Miller. Um, I'm just gonna be honest, like, not good. She came in doing her iconic drama moment with the eye flickers at first, and that was cute. And then, for some reason, she decided that it would be a good idea to rap live, and you couldn't really understand what she was saying. And yeah, she should have done it to a pre-recorded track because she could have done a lot of different things with it that way. So next we have Miss Mariah, and she does this beautiful spoken word about abuse, and it just had a really deep message, and I loved that. The execution could have been done a little bit better, but overall it was a beautiful performance. Miss Cracker came in, and she did a cute little comedy number. She started off as Dr. Dill from her That Challenge in season 10. But then she went into this cute, it was like a comedic dance number, but I was expecting the dancing to be a little more hammy. But bitch can actually dance, and like she turned it. I was like, okay, Cracker, you better serve me the platter. You better serve it up. After Miss Cracker was Miss Blair St Clair, and her voice was beautiful. She sounded really pretty. I really liked the song. That hair flip in the middle, I was like, Mama, yes, work. After Blair's performance was Miss Ongina, and no, no, ma'am, not good. Not good. Sis really out here didn't even lip sync any of the number. Just came out, just kind of walked around, did a little bit of dancing, but like not good dancing. Like it was a whole ass mess. I literally sat here and was just like, what the fuck am I watching? Like it was very Milk from season 3 of All Stars with her talent, where it was just like, baby girl, what is you doing? No. So after her was Miss Derrick Barry, and she did 15 impersonations in a minute. And it was very hit or miss to me. I actually thought a couple of the impersonations were really funny. Um, the Joan Rivers one at the end especially cracked me up. The Miley one was funny. The Cynthia one was accurate. Like, there was a couple good ones in there, but there were some weak ones that were just like, okay. Uh, it was a questionable performance, but I do applaud her for kind of stepping outside of the box in a way. Um, like, yeah, she was still impersonating people, but like, it was different. I thought it was cute, whatever. Uh, Jujubee went next and fucking slayed it. Okay? That song is a fucking bop, and she sounded absolutely incredible. Like, I've read that people think she lip synced, and honestly, I don't know if she did or not. I personally don't really think she did because you can hear the breaths in there. I mean, it might have been done intentionally, but I don't know. I still loved it. It was sickening, like, work, bitch. Even if it was pre recorded, the fact that she still sounded like that was everything. Period. Okay, and so up after her was Miss India Farah, and Mama ate. Mama came, Mama ate, Mama left, killed it. Period. I wasn't expecting much from sis, really, but she really turned it. And those hair flicks, woof, gave me a whole headache, but I was like getting my life. Cause like I said, from what we saw on season 3, I wasn't really expecting that out of her, and it was absolutely everything. I was like, okay, Miss India, prove me wrong, girl. Yes, work. So after that, RuPaul fully explains now how the rules are going to work, and she tells them that the top all-star is going to lip sync against a secret lip sync assassin. And if the all-star wins the lip sync against the assassin, the girl who having a stroke. If the all-star wins, the girl that she picks to goes home. But if the lip sync assassin wins, then whoever the group picked goes home. So Shay, Blair, Mariah, and Jujubee are all called safe. Ricky Martin does stop Mariah before they go backstage to thank her for her performance and the beautiful message that it portrayed, which that was a really cute moment. I was really happy for that. I love that he recognized it. Uh, so that means that Cracker, Alexis, and India are the tops, while Derrick, Mayhem, and Ongina were in the bottom. And if I'm being honest, I personally think that either Shay, Mariah, or Jujubee could have replaced Alexis. Like I said, I thought her number was cute, but I thought the others were better than hers. So India is announced as the top all-star of the week, which I absolutely agree with. Out of out of the 3 that were picked, she was definitely the best. I absolutely loved her number. I was so here for it, period. Um, and the bottom girls are Derrick and Mayhem, with Ongina being safe. And personally, I think that Ongina should have been in the bottom instead of Derrick. I personally thought Derrick did a better job than Ongina. But of course, with India being in the top, you know Derrick was going to be in the bottom, so I'm not even surprised. So it's whatever. They go back into the workroom, and India pulls the 2 girls aside, starting with Derrick, and they kind of actually have a cute little talk. Um, I wouldn't necessarily say that either one of them like apologized per se. Like, it was a very civil, like, let me hear you out kind of thing, and I was like, okay, that's cute. And then when she leaves the conversation, Derrick goes back to the other girls, and they basically get into a discussion about how they thought that Derrick was impersonating Britney as her talent, I guess. I don't really see how, but whatever. Um, and then she goes on to just be like, well, when my face looks like her, everything I put on is going to look like her. Which, I mean, to an extent, I agree with, because even when Derrick does do more drag makeup, she still does resemble Britney. So, I mean, I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, it's like, if you do things that Britney wouldn't do, and if you give us something a little bit more, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. But anyways, yeah. I think that I personally I absolutely love Mayhem, but I probably would save Derrick. I would probably vote to send Mayhem home, just because I thought Derrick did better in the talent show. Um, but anyways, India and Mayhem have their talk and kind of make an alliance where Mayhem is like, if you don't send me home, if I'm in your position at any point, I won't say your name. So that was very reminiscent of like Survivor or Big Brother, and I'm a fan of both of those shows. So I was like, okay, work, yes, this is what we need. So the girls pick their lipsticks and then return to the main stage, where they have the secret lip sync assassin reveal, and it's none other than Miss Evey Oddly, winner of season 11. Yes, I am a huge fan of Evey Oddly. I was rooting for her the whole time on season 11. I think she's a great person for this particular job, because we all know bitch can lip sync the house. Boots, period. So I was so excited when she came out. So the song that they lip sync to is Livin' La Vida Loca. Obviously, Ricky Martin was the guest judge, so that was cute. India puts up a fight, but Evey stole the whole show. Like, bitch had a double wig reveal, a costume reveal, did a fucking whole ass, like, front flip crossover. Like, I love when that bitch contorts, because it's just like, how you do that, ma? Because couldn't be me. But I live for it every time. So RuPaul announces that Evey wins the lip sync. Kind of figured she would. And then tells the girls that the $10,000 will roll over into the next week's tip. So whoever wins the if one of the All-Stars wins the next lip sync, bitch gets $20K. Okay, RuPaul, I see you. I fucking see you. So then Evey wins. Obviously, I just said that. She reveals that the group has eliminated Miss Derrick Barry. So everybody voted for Derrick Barry, except obviously Derrick, and Jujubee actually voted for Mayhem Miller. So they voted for Mayhem, and then everybody else, Mariah, Alexis, Blair, Miss Cracker, Mariah, Ongina, vote for Derrick, and then India also votes for Derrick. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. But yeah, so Derrick ends up going home. I thought this episode was hella fucking cute. I am so excited for the season. A lot of people have been like, oh my god, we're getting so much Drag Race, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bitch, give me Drag Race 24/7. Like, I love the shit. So I can't wait to continue to do the podcast for this season. I'm also considering maybe doing alternate episodes for the challenge. I don't know if I'm going to, because we're almost done with the season already. But I might. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for listening, and I hope everybody has a good night.